amigos, I'm the Spanish chef Omar Allibhoy, and today I want to show you a dish that is very close to my heart and to any Spaniard's heart, and probably is the most comforting dish in the entire Spanish gastronomy, and it's called Cocido. Translates as a Spanish hot pot. Every culture has its own style of hot pot. Chinese hot pot, you have ramen in Japan, and I would love for this cocido to become as popular worldwide and everybody to cook it in their own homes, or even, who knows, in the future they start making it into restaurants, you know, like you will find with Japanese ramen places. It varies just slightly from region to region. In Madrid, where I come from, we do these dumplings made with leftover bread, soaked in milk, egg, parsley and garlic. In the East Coast, for example, they do kind of a big meatballs they call pelota. But this recipe that I'm gonna show you today, it's kind of the most universal of all. It's, you know, one that represents all of Spain, and that it's in its most simplest version and the one that carries the most flavor. Let me run you through the ingredients. I have some chicken legs, but if you have a whole chicken, that's even better. A bone of ham, again full of flavor and quite salty. Shin of beef, but cut through widthways, so there is a little bit of marrow, will give an untuosity to the stock. Some tocino, you can replace by a smoked pancetta as well, smoked chorizo, Spanish black pudding, and then plenty of veg. Cabbage, carrots, parsnips, celery, onion, garlic, potato, and just one little bay leaf for a bit of aroma. And then we have here the chickpeas, that's what takes the longest to cook, and some angel hair pasta. Like with any hot pot, it's about simmering all of the ingredients to create a very rich broth. But when do you add the ingredients? It's really important. In this case, the chickpeas and some of the meats is what will take the longest, so that will go first. And then we'll add some of the softer vegetables to aromatize and give some fragrance to the stock. Start with plenty of cold water. And first, we're gonna add the chicken legs, the bone of ham, the beef of shin, the tocino, the smoked chorizo, the bay leaf, and the chickpeas. Because we want to present this dish with all the different ingredients separately, ideally you cook your chickpeas in a muslin cloth or some sort of in this case it's a cleaning cloth, but I just made a little cut with a pair of scissors, but that will keep them separate. If you boil them in the open water, it'll be next to impossible to catch every single one of them. Let's start the cooking. All we have to do is to put the lid on, as it's a very large quantity, put it onto the highest heat and bring it to the boil. So all I have to do now is to skim it. And this is something that we're going to have to do throughout the entire simmering process. You see those impurities, that fat, sometimes it's just dirt from the ingredients and so on. And now we're going to let it simmer on low heat for the next hour. And now it's time to add the second batch of ingredients, which are the black pudding and all of the vegetables except the potatoes. We are adding these ingredients now and not before because we don't want vegged mashed by the end. We want them in top shape and eat them with a little bit of a bite. Put the lid back on and cook it for a further hour. And now really you have to skim all of that fat from the meats. And as well, you'll see that the stock and the broth, it's not like a consomme, it's more of a cloudier stock. Now we're going to add the potatoes, which should take about 40 minutes, but pierce them after that time to make sure that the heart of the potato is fully cooked, and as well check a chickpea if you can, because they are a bit temperamental. Now we are going to put into another saucepan a bit of the beautiful broth, and we're going to quarter the cabbage and cook it for 30 minutes until ready. We are doing that because some people don't like the flavor of cabbage, so out of respect to them, we are just going to cook them separately so that it doesn't intoxicate with the flavors. Time to finish the dish now. We're going to boil the angel hair pasta for 4 minutes until it's ready, and you can do it whether on the cabbage stock or on the big batch of soup. And let me show you how to serve it. And this is the whole display. This is how we eat and we serve the cocido, envueltos as we call it. You know, it'll be the soup with the fideos, the angel hair pasta, the vegetables, the meat and the chickpeas. And we'll, you know, depending on how you like it, you'll mix it together and so on. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you make it at home, and let me know if you do in the comment box below. All the best and see you soon. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it and subscribe.